Kia ora, V. I'm Kura.
Sup? Nice to meet you.
Girl, nice to meet you. Hey, thanks for chatting to me. Now, I hear you're something like a top hand, lead hand. What is it called?
Leading hand.
Leading hand. Can you explain what that is to me, please?
Leading hand is dealing with guys on the ground. I'm mostly based outside with the guys on the ground, but it's more likely leading hand than a foreman. So I get to boss the boys around and subcontractors around sometimes.
Okay, love that. How does that go for you? So, like being a wahine, is it a bit different when you are and you have to be the boss?
Yeah, I'm not... I am used to telling people what to do, more likely my kids, but it's quite different being in that industry. But the good thing is I've worked with them for this long and I kind of earned their respect, they earned my respect until I got into this. We all work together well.
That's awesome. Was there anything in the beginning, though, when you first became the boss that men treated you a bit different?
Yeah, didn't want to listen because at the end of the day, I am still learning and growing. So I did kind of progress a bit faster than usual. But the good thing is I've got that good communication with the guys on the ground, as in the fact that I do know they've got more experience on the ground work in that than what I do. But they take that into consideration, that I'm still willing to learn and take in their opinion. So I don't just think that I'm the boss and be like, you do it my way, I don't care about yours. Nah, I like to work in together with them just to get things on the flow.
Yeah, that is such a good approach, eh?
Yeah.
And almost maybe better than what a man would do if he was the boss, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dealt with that, but yeah.
And hey, tell me about being a mum. What's that like, being in the trades and being a mum? Is that...
It takes a lot because you got to go work, deal with what you got to deal with at work, and then sometimes you got to come home and work store on your mind. Then you got to try to kick work out and then spend quality time with the kids at the same time, and it's very exhausting. I don't go to sleep till late, so
Yeah. And is it hard too, because lots of people in your position probably aren't dealing with being a mum as well, you know, but...
I think so, because I know at the moment I am the only leading hand in work at the moment where we are. They're trying to encourage more, which I'm trying to encourage more. I did manage to get our PA lady out, and now she's a labourer and she loves it. She doesn't want to go back into the office.
Awesome. So you're like, you're a leading hand, you're a leading lady. You're leading the way. That's
I'm like,
so
come
awesome.
outside, it's way better. The office seems to be stressing you out more, so jump out. But yeah, she's loving it outside too. So
get some fresh air.
Pretty much.
As a chick, right, we are going to get our periods every month. How do we deal with that on site, and is there facilities for that set up?
Yeah, so when I started in, there was no facility for the female. But then I raised the question, yeah, it was like just one toilet, but that's basically for the boys, really. So I raised the question, I was like, can we get toilets out, as in for me, because boys are disgusting, so I'm not sharing one with them. So they did bring one out, and we have a little sanitary pod in that we organised for them to bring out for the necessity. Every month for the girls, gets cleaned out every month, so.
But that would be good to see maybe that just on every site, no matter what, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The fact that as long as the girls can actually raise that issue when they do start in, because no question is ever a dumb question is what I was taught. You know, the dumb question is the question that isn't asked. So if you're not going to ask, you can't really receive.
You're so wise. And hey, one last question just about culture. Are you Māori?
No, I'm Tongan.
Tongan?
Born and raised in New Zealand though, but I'm Tongan.
Awesome. And so being Tongan, do you feel sort of culturally held and safe? You know, like, is there anything you'd like to see around more Pasifika in the trade?
Just more girls, really.
Yeah.
There are a lot of boys and there are a lot of challenges. You know, boys may have the strength, but girls actually have the brains, so...
Yes. And I'm sure you'd like to see more Tongan chicks in there?
Yeah, actually we do. We recently just got into new girls, and it kind of sucks because they're at our other site, not Northcote.
Yeah.
But when I do bump into them, I just give them advices and ask as many questions as you can, you know?
Yeah. Don't be shy.
Yep, pretty much.
Do it for Tonga! Yeah. Okay, thanks so much, V. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so V, thanks so much for coming. Oh, do we do a little
Well,
handshake?
thanks for having me.
That's all. Oh, my absolute pleasure. Like, yeah, look, I'm just here to ask you a couple of questions. So, firstly, how did you get into the trades?
I got the opportunity for working income due to the fact I'm a single mum with 3 kids.
Respect,
and
mate, absolutely.
I wanted a job where I was going wasn't getting me anywhere, so they came up with the opportunity of civil construction. They said, oh, you were into animal handling, we got civil construction, do you want to give it a jam? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Never looked back since then, 2.5 years into it now, so.
Nice. What's the career progression been like for you? Is it sort of like, did you have to start in the real, like, you know, digging the ditches kind of gigs, or were you just straight in there because you're a legend?
No, I actually started from the ground up. That's basically what I wanted to do. I wanted to labour. I like doing hard work. But I only laboured for a month. Then I jumped on our roading crew team. Hence the fact I got to operate some machines. And then I was like, nah, screw this. This isn't for me. Like, I want to go back and labour. So I just went back to the boss, asked them, oh, can I just come back and labour? And I started growing from there. I think it was more of my mouth that got me up to here, so doesn't know when to be quiet.
Sounds like it's doing all right for you, absolutely. So did you say you are a single mum, and so how was that being a mum and then getting into the trades?
It's been quite of a challenge, I'll give you that. But I am grateful I have my parents because I look after them too. But because my dad doesn't work, he can help me by taking the kids to school and picking them up, and allows me to go and work and be able to provide for all of them at the same time.
What kind of support would you love to have on site? Or
Well, the support that I've been getting from my site team management and everything has been great. If you do come across management like that and that, hang on to it, because they've supported me, the fact knowing that I am a single mom and there are times that I do have to run off early and that. I have kids stuff and that I sometimes can't be at work. They're fine with it because their motto is family comes first before work.
beautiful, that sounds great. If you could describe your trade in 3 words, what would be 3 words that you'd use to?
Stressful, fun, and exciting.